Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tracey. What? We timed that well. Okay, I'm Tracey.
Yeah.
Tracey.
And this is
my Outlander Purgatory.
Outlander Purgatory.
So this isn't going to be a long video tonight because it's Sunday night. It's like 10:30. I don't know. Not going to be a long one because clearly nothing's happening in the world.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Waited a week for Claire.
I'm fully
Claire
convinced. I'm convinced that we got Jamie 4th of July weekend. So clearly, or shall I say, clarely,
you are such a cheese ball.
Yeah, you know. I work with words. What can I say?
My God. Labor Day weekend is coming.
You know, I almost did this video sitting in the chair where I heard about the casting of Jamie to, like, bring luck, you know, for this week. Because, like, I mean, what the hell else can I do, you know?
Yeah, I can't do that, or else you'll see, like, my family room, and
I want to see
that.
All right, wait. So since the last video we did, which was the casting of Blackjack Randall, which I'm still pretty psyched about, Tobias, our boy Tobias. So the big news we've heard since then, that was a couple weeks ago, is that we have a director for episodes 1 and 2. Hopefully more. The very talented John Dahl. Now, Carol, you are familiar with his work in True Blood?
One of my all-time favorite episodes, which is funny. Who was it? Was it one of you? Who was I just talking to? Like right before they announced him and about that episode. Anyway, for True Blood fans, it's the one, he directed like 4 of them, but the one I love the most is from season 1, I think it was, when Sookie goes over to Bill's. Oh, by the way, True Blood spoilers. When Sookie goes over to
season 1?
Yes. Well, if people don't watch it and they plan on watching it later, whatever, we're about to talk.
And, you know, get over yourselves.
Tracy, I totally disagree with you. Being a spoiler freak, totes disagree.
That means you can't talk about anything in the world, and we might as well just shut these videos right down because we're spoiling Outlander for everyone in the world.
All I'm saying is there's nothing.
Did you guys all know that there's a Jamie and Claire? Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
There is absolutely nothing wrong with giving people a heads up that we're about to talk about season 1 of True Blood. Thank you. Okay, so what I was about to say was the episode where Sookie goes over to Bill's and she's still not really sure like what to think of him, what to make of him, and he seems like the nicest vampire on the planet, and she gets over there and the scariest, meanest vampires are over there. There's
I do remember that one.
Oh my God, it was awesome.
Okay.
And she goes in and the girl answers, and she had a background with Bill, and she was not happy with Sookie, and next thing you know, she goes over and there's this guy, and we use this line all the time when he's feeding on this guy named Jerry. And don't forget, it's the beginning. It's the first season of True Blood. So you're not
right. And it's the beginning of the episode, too, because I think the previous episode ended with Sookie, like, opening the door and all those creepy vampires are like,
So in this episode, she shows up and she goes in and everything. And all I remember is the one guy is feeding on this guy. And he says, well, if you're hungry, he says, you're welcome to have some of Jerry. And so now anybody in life whose name is Jerry, Tom, my husband Tom, and I are always saying, Jerry, would you like to go have some of Jerry? So I just remember that was like the greatest episode. So we're happy about John Dahl. Also some Vampire Diaries. Whoa, what's with all the vamps? Some Vampire Diaries when Caroline woke up in the hospital after they turned her, and she woke up in the hospital and freaked out. It was a really awesome episode.
I mean, the way Bella should have.
What?
The way Bella should have.
Oh, Lord, don't get me started, okay? That could be an entire...
Anyway, just...
No desk moats.
Well, I'm glad that you all are happy in your household about John Dahl. We're happy in my household, too, but for a slightly different reason. Because we call, you know, if you're like... You know how, like, sometimes you're just flipping around the TV, flipping channels, and then you get to a movie that you really, really like, and it could be, like, in the middle of it, whatever... But It's like, put the remote down. That's a remote down movie. That is like, you're like, oh, down, remote down. Well, a remote down movie in my house is a movie called Rounders, which was directed by John Dahl. Um, oh, you guys have to see it. It's so awesome. It's like the best movie. It's Matt Damon and the guy. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name because I love him. I think he's a great actor. What the hell is his name? What the hell? I don't know. I'm just like it's like a brain fart. I don't know. Whatever. But he plays Worm in the movie. That's his name in the movie. But the best part of Rounders, and Rounders is about poker, and it's about Matt Damon, like
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton. Thank you. Oh, I suck because I love him too, and I just couldn't think of him. Thank you. Anyway, they're like, former besties, and Edward Norton is like a bad boy, whatever. I think maybe he's been in jail for a while. And Matt Damon is like totally trying to get his life together and everything. But they always used to like, play poker, but like take people. They had like a system, whatever. So Edward Norton gets out of jail and like goes back and like is hitting up Matt Damon for some money, and they need to get back in the game, whatever. And like, long story short, spoiler alert, they, like get in some more trouble, whatever. But anyway, John Malkovich is in this movie, and he plays this like Russian, kind of, not really Russian mob, but like Russian, like, like loan shark kind of guy. Okay. But you know how like John Malkovich can like be, really good in something, or really good, but like in a like hilariously creepy way.
Yeah.
This is a classic, hilariously creepy role for John Malkovich called Teddy KGB. Okay. And, so whatever, they get everything.
Long story short,
but he's awesome. John Malkovich is awesome in it. But Teddy KGB is one of these characters that like John and I, my husband and I, always are like, what would Teddy KGB do?
Oh, really?
And the other thing that's funny, and so like I do like a good game of poker myself as well. So one of the big things about this movie is like by the end, Matt Damon sort of like, you have to figure out what people's gets are, is what he calls them. So like, if I'm playing poker, everyone has like a tick, or that like you can, if you learn how to read them enough, this is the point this movie makes. You can sort of like figure out when they're bluffing, because they'll always do like, or whatever. They always have their like get. And John Malkovich as Teddy KGB was always like pulling these Oreos apart. Like he would always have this thing of Oreos, and he'd be eating Oreos, but he'd like be like, oh, you're bluffing, blah, blah, blah. Pull apart the Oreo. And so Matt Damon like figured him out, whatever. It's just a really good movie. So the minute I heard that John Dahl was the director of this movie, I was like, on board, done. It was great. Awesome.
All I had to see was that he directed the episode with Jarrett, and I was happy as a clam.
But the other thing that got me going with that's sort of an interesting idea, is, do you remember this actress Gretchen Mol?
Are you kidding?
Oh, all right. I didn't know that was going to be like, a big, choke on your spit moment. But, but okay.
Oh, she was in that.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, Tracey,
And
you don't watch Boardwalk Empire?
Gretchen Mol right now. Let me just say this right now. Gretchen Mol has TFG potential written all over her.
Tracey, she's on Boardwalk Empire.
Is that show like Long for This World, or is that like? And is she a regular on it?
Oh, heck yeah!
All right,
she's big time.
I thought I'm thinking Gillis right there.
Yeah, like it.
So I don't know.
But
that's what I thought. I was starting to think like, And granted, this movie is like a million years old. Rounders. I think it's like 1998. It's like 15 years old. So I don't think that she and John Dahl are like emailing each other every like week to catch up or whatever. But maybe they are. And I'm really thinking that this is also a way to sort of peg people who are going to be in this.
How old
really
is
need to understand what? Say what?
How old is Gillis up front? When we are first introduced to her,
A little older than Claire, I think.
yeah, she's Gretchen.
So, like,
no offense, Gretchen. We love you.
You know, like, I mean, what is she, like 40 in this now?
She plays a young grandmother on Boardwalk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the kid who plays her grandson totally lives around here. All right. Anyway.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, like, in Rounders, which was, like, 15 years ago, she played, like, a law student, I think. So she was, like, what, 24?
She's 1972.
I don't know what that means. Like, what?
She's 41.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
She looks very young, I will say.
You know, well, again, if you're looking towards season 3, where
older, yeah,
I don't know.
They could probably fudge her age a little bit too. I mean, yeah.
I don't know. That just struck me as like, But then again, you know, the connection you really need to make is not so much to John Dahl, who's directing the first 2 episodes, and then, you know, maybe it's 2 and, you know.
Right.
Whatever.
You really only need to look at the first.
But you need to look at the connections to Ron Moore.
Oh, you know what he's directing?
What?
Let's have some brandy out on the veranda. Like, I never thought about that. Like, he's directing. He's directing. Yeah.
So he's actually directing. So he will direct the actual transformation
and the vacuuming at the boarding house or the B&B, whatever you want to call it.
But that's actually an interesting like at what point will that happen? Like, well, do you think so? Will we even get Jamie in the first episode? That's a good question.
That is an awesome question, and why? Because I was going to say right when we first started this video, why did they sign him on for the first 2? There's a reason it's the first 2, so maybe
two-part. Because it's a 2-part
she crosses
episode.
Through in like the end of episode 2 or something. Like they're bringing.
No, you can't spend 2 hours on just her and Frank though. That would be like.
Yeah, but they're not. They're starting while she's a nurse in the war.
Well, yeah, but still, like you can't. You don't even meet Jamie. You don't even meet Jamie until like. She crosses over, and then a little bit. Because don't forget, she needs to cross over, and then
we're going to see Tobias before Jamie.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So that's got to happen. I mean, if that doesn't happen in the first episode, it has to happen in the very beginning of the second episode. That's the thing. Like
going through.
Say what?
What did you just say? If what doesn't happen?
Her going through the stones.
She's not going through the stones in the first episode.
I totally disagree.
No. Maybe
totally
the very
disagree.
end, but that's a lot.
So you're telling me that we're going to have to sit through an hour of Claire and Frank and, you know, Reverend blah 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 and 4-year-old Roger?
It seems.
Are you kidding me?
It seems to me like if she goes through, like maybe the last second of the episode, it happens, but like it just seems too early to me. Like it's like. After school specially or something.
No, I think halfway in she goes through. Halfway in.
Okay, explain to me.
Halfway into the first episode.
Explain to me how they're not even starting at the beginning of the book. They're going back and starting while she's a nurse. They're starting earlier. How in the world are they going to do all that?
Well, no, they're not. No, I mean, do we know that they're starting when she's a nurse, or do we know that they're starting that we'll sort of see her,
right?
Like a montage of, you know, she'll be like, voiceover. And you see her like running around like with like, you know, bloody limbs and stuff and, you know, voiceover. Maybe you see like Frank, you know, shooting at some people.
I don't know. It's a very good question and I don't know.
Another thing that you might see is, because Game of Thrones did this too, and I forget if True Blood did it or not, maybe they did. Some sort of like almost prologue. Like remember Game of Thrones did it with the White Walkers?
Oh my.
To set it up that you like, just so you kind of like, what the F? What the F? And then,
it was so lost when the trees used to go, zoom.
Right. But no, she's going through. I mean, seriously, if you're telling me that I have to sit through an hour of Claire and Frank and tea on the veranda, this remote is being used right here.
Who put the book down?
Say what?
Who put the book down and had to pick it back up again because she was bored with Brandy on the veranda?
You?
No.
Me? No. I kept going. I didn't pick the book up to begin with for like 4 months. It sat on my nightstand. It did. It sat on my nightstand. Then I started reading, and I was like, ugh. Like, I'll tell you what book. I started book 3 of Game of Thrones, and I like have gotten like 10 pages into that. I haven't picked that up yet. Like, I'm a little stuck there. I'm gonna try to read it when I'm done this, but no. I mean, you just gotta push through those 50 pages. I just told somebody else that the other day. You gotta push through, but like, again. No way. No, I mean, think of everything they have to get done in 16 episodes. They're not going to waste a whole episode on the only way I could see it is if the first episode is a 2-hour premiere, but it's like really 2 episodes.
Okay, I'm with you.
That is why John Dahl's directing both of them. So like maybe when it goes into syndication, it's the first hour, but like in the first sitting, you gotta get her through the stones. Sorry, but you do. You just have to. Am I right, America? So yeah.
I wish I could IM you right now.
Say what?
I said I wish I could IM you right now. Having a little separate conversation going on the side. I might text you.
But you're talking to me.
Yeah, I know, but I have something to say that might be a little private.
Like, really? Do I look bad?
What? No.
Do I look bad?
No. About what we're talking about. I'm just going to text you.
All right, well. You guys, what do you think she's going to say? I don't know.
Don't repeat it. Okay, so anyway. So we are very excited.
Okay.
And
you may or may not find out what she had to say. Just saying.
I need a haircut. Do you ever do one of these videos and go, oh, Lord?
No, I told you. I can't see myself right now because, and I apologize for all the other times I've done this in the video, but like we still use Skype right now to do the video. And like, I can't have myself on the screen anymore. I'm in a very, very teeny weeny box that I can't see right now. Because otherwise I'd be like this. Sometimes
when you do that, you go,
hey, Carol.
Sometimes when you do that and then later on, you see the video and you're like, oh my God, I should have looked at myself at least once while I was talking.
Well, that's why I trust you because you can see me big, right?
No, you're tiny.
Really?
Teeny
are you big?
I guess I could make you big. Oh Lord, I'm going to close it now. No. The only option I have is to make you. I mean, I do. I can probably open Skype back up. Oh, whatever. Like
this is really boring for everyone.
Did you check your text?
All right. So I think all we
Did you check your text?
What, Sabha?
Did you check your text?
Yes, I did. You saw me read it, didn't you?
What?
No, I didn't because you're really little and I can't see you because I don't have your back on Skype in these videos. Okay. So yes, I didn't text you back, but are you still there?
Text you again. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Totally explain this. I will totally explain this to all of you. I will.
Yeah. I'm bored with it.
Okay, so.
Okay.
We're done. I think that's it. John Dahl, cool. We're psyched.
Cool, but let's talk just a little bit more about when we think we're going to get a Claire. It's got...
this week.
It's okay.
Well, okay,
Outlander people,
about,
you know.
Hang on. Let's talk about the cryptic tweet from a Mr. Ewan yesterday.
Okay.
Or
Sam,
the day before.
Okay, because I know you're watching this. Because I know you.
Big day for Outlander. I guess it was Friday.
Dude, if you want to pull one over on us, it's got to be more believable than Lady Mary.
Hey, I was on board with that.
Oh,
Lady Mary.
Lady Mary is not going to. Lady Mary is not going to leave.
All right, but would
number one show
if she
would, she's nominated for an Emmy? If go be on Outlander.
If she would you be on board with it?
Kind of. I mean, I think that she's got that like. She's a little tall and she's a little thin. But you know what? She'll eat a sandwich. Whatever. They'll fix that.
Should we fill everybody in with what we're talking about? Sam Hewen tweeted, thanks to Lara, we found out about this rather quickly. And he tweeted that it was a big day for Outlander on Friday. And then the very next tweet was a retweet he did about Michelle Dockery from Downton Abbey, and she plays Lady Mary. So it was just like, he was retweeting this, but immediately Lara sort of put it together.
I don't think she watches Downton Abbey. That's the problem.
She just saw Michelle. So she's like, big day for Outlander and Michelle Dockery. Kind of like Trask Radio.
Yeah.
And put them together and went, oh my God. So Tracey and I are huge Downton Abbey fans to the point where I gave Tracey for Christmas last year a big Downton Abbey book. So we were like, Lady Mary. We freaked out.
No, but what I said, I was like, no way. It's like Lady Mary is not going to leave. But Lady Mary is not like dumb. Well, I shouldn't say dumb. Because,
it's just fun to think about. It's fun to discuss.
Dude, who I don't even remember I already have forgotten his name. 2 seconds after he's left Downton Abbey. The hell, her husband. Lady Mary is the brains of that operation.
Which shows you what a bad move that was on his part when we don't even remember his name. You don't leave. Did you learn nothing from David Caruso? Don't leave.
That's why I'm saying that Lady Mary, A, ain't gonna give up the Downton Abbey train, and B, ain't gonna get naked for Outlander.
Sorry, but how do you know what's happening with Downton Abbey?
Not gonna happen. What?
How do you know what's happening with Downton Abbey? How do you know she's not leaving? Yeah, that is true. I gotta give you...
Look, Lady Mary, if Lady Mary leaves Downton Abbey, it's for movies. It's for movies. There's no way.
Okay. Let's not even discuss anymore Michelle Dockery's future as far as acting goes. Mm-hmm. I tend to disagree because it's all about TV right now. Every week you hear about new stars going. Today I was hearing about Toni Collette doing some series.
Oh, she is actually.
You keep hearing about stars that.
That's a totally different story. Toni Collette's career trajectory. I can't talk. Toni Collette's career trajectory is. I mean, it's not like this by any means, but it's not this either.
I'm going to tell you where you were totally right with the Michelle Dockery thing, and that is the getting naked thing. Because last night we are big White Queen fans, and last night we watched.
I got to watch that too. I'm going to start that.
Which tells you what I was doing on a Saturday night, watching the White Queen. But oh my God, like she's naked all the time. So it's kind of like, oh yeah.
The only way Lady Mary is getting naked is for like Steven Spielberg. Sorry, not happening. Not happening. No. So getting back to Sam. Sam, we love you, but like far more believable. I'm trying to think of like people who would be really believable. Like for example. And I don't know if she's Claire Beauchamp or whatever, but like Osha from Game of Thrones, who was also Tonks in Harry Potter.
I was going to say, you know me.
I don't know that she's even right for it, but like
I don't know
that would be believable. That would be believable.
I don't know anybody's names in Game of Thrones, so you have to remind me who that is.
Osha is the one that's like carting Bran and Rickon around all the time with Hodor. I mean, no, I'm just saying. I'm throwing out people who, again, like have
Haley Atwell.
What?
Haley Atwell.
I don't know. I mean, I hear her name mentioned a lot.
There is no king, there is no queen, there is no law in this land. She's awesome.
Okay, I mean, I hear her name. She looks good.
And then there's also Gemma Arterton, who I also love.
But somebody like that. I think this Haley Atwell is a little too famous, if only for being famous.
Well, now she did Captain America, so yeah, she's
okay. Anyway, Sam, you didn't pull one over on me. Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm. Lady Mary, not getting naked, not doing Outlander.
Yeah, but how do we even know that had anything to do? He was on Twitter.
I think think, I mean, even Diana was like, "Ooh, you're very sly."
Yeah, but that might have probably had nothing to do with the other. I don't even know that he was trying to be a wise guy there. I think he was just.
I don't know, but I think if it, like, I don't know if he was trying to be a wise guy, but I think if it, if it ended up looking like it, so much the better for him.
But I
do think he's a little sly.
She would be.
There's a little twinkle in his eye.
She would be amazing. She would.
Did like the photo shoot though, Sam. Very nice.
My God, did you hear what I just said?
What?
No matter what, the naked, the nudity, her schedule, this, that, other thing, even though she's thin, eat a sandwich, she still would be an amazing Claire.
I could
I never, ever thought of her. And when Trask Radio happened and I put her together in my head, I went, oh, she'd be really amazing, but whatever.
I think that I mean, I haven't really seen her in anything else. So my first instinct is I like the look of her.
Right.
I think maybe she's a little harsh. Like maybe she's a little brittle. Like, but again, that's seeing her as Lady Mary. I've never seen her in anything else. So she could be like the biggest goofball ever. I
think she's got the right amount of bitchy.
But I think she'd be good. I mean, I do. I think that I would certainly want to pursue her as Claire. I'd love to see what she could do, but she'll never do it.
As long as she spends some time in Dunkin' Donuts.
What? Oh, like eating donuts. Gotcha. I thought she was just going to have coffee,
Okay. All right. Moving on because we need to get this.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up. So anyway, whoever it's going to be, dear God, I hope because the other thing is, it's not just Claire at this point. They probably have cast everyone. I have a feeling, I have to wonder if we're going to get, like, not only a Claire, but a big old press release with, like, here's the full cast.
Oh, Lord.
And then I just don't even know what we're going to do.
Can you imagine the video?
We're going to have to there's not enough bandwidth in the world. We're going to have to take days off to run down that video. I just don't even know what we're going to do. But they're going to have to, again, if they're filming starting in September, clearly, unless they're going to be sock puppets or like CGI them or, have you and me like play all the parts, whatever, they're going to have to cast somebody. So, I don't know.
Here's my question. Wow. Are you, Tracey, and you, Outlander fans out there, going to pay attention to the media once it all gets going and they start having shots from the set and more information about what it's going to look like? I'm kind of like, I don't think I want to know. It's kind of like the whole, do you remember before Breaking Dawn when I didn't look at anything and it was like so much better because I didn't even know what it was going to look like?
Well, here's the thing. We sort of have to because we have to be, we have to
let
everyone know.
The spoiler.
And, maybe we'll be the ones reporting on it. You never know.
What?
Maybe we'll go to Scotland and report on
it. Monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Oh my God. Clearly we've spent like way too much time, 37 minutes and counting, for like, a week where like nothing even happened.
Right. Well, don't even get me started. I could start talking about Breaking Bad like right now. This is like a My Purgatory video along with my Outlander Purgatory video. We've discussed so many other things.
I know, but I don't watch. Breaking Bad is just one of the ones that got away. What can I say?
Tracy, Breaking Bad is the one that got away.
I know.
Although Sons of Anarchy starts in 2 weeks.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right.
I'm not going to have time to go through this whole video.
Bye, everyone.
So hopefully you'll see us again this week.
Chat tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Monday night. Every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Chat every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Chat's rocking and rolling, so.
Yeah. Hey, we should do an ad for chat.
Oh, and like our Facebook page, please, because you guys are awesome on Twitter, and like the Twitter followers are like this, but we got to get. Do you know? I posted on Twitter this morning. Do you know? Have you seen what we're up to?
We were up to. Was it 18 something in the
almost 1900 right now?
Oh, get out! Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice.
So, the Twitter fans, y'all rock, yo. And
the Facebook fans all rock too.
Well, they rock too.
Because they've been posting a lot lately. And we love all the comments. Keep giving us comments.
Right. So we want to get that Facebook to 2,000. So
hello, the blog. What about the blog?
What about the blog?
Facebook and Twitter came along and the blog is like, eh. I still blog.
When there's news, we'll get some.
Let me tell you all something. The second that book comes out in March, I will be blogging like a freak. And it will not be on Facebook or Twitter first. It will only be on the blog.
I still think, we have to work on some things to do between now and then. But I still think a reread of the one that started it all.
Well, that's fine with me. I don't care. I need to finish my Paulina Simon's 6 Days in Leningrad, and then I'll go on to Outlander.
Okay. All right. Because as I said, the book 3 of Game of Thrones, I know it's good. It's like the best one in the series, but it's like getting me it's a little hard to start. So
that's why I don't read them.
I like them. I think they're good. I just for some reason, maybe I just need to read Outlander again and then get through it. But all right, so maybe we'll see everyone this week.
Yep.
Have a good week. Hopefully we'll have surprises.
Oh Lord, help us. We will. Lord, the surprises.
Lord, the surprises. All right,
bye,
y'all.
Have a great week. Talk to you later.
Bye.